Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, December the 8th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Ace of Spears. So a new fiery beginning starts here, a rebirth in our life. An absolute yes. They were speaking of someone that was a male. They're talking about male fertility here. They said he had testicle cancer when he was a boy, so around 4 to 6 years old. They said there would never be a possibility of you having a child, and you end up having this young little this blessing essentially. You are going to be triggered because you're going to be afraid that they will get exactly what you have. I feel like yours was a one-off. It was just like, and if my heart goes out to you, it's just like it happened to you, and then that's it. I feel like because knowledge is power, you have the ability to sit there and realize, okay, get them screening, once, I'm sure the doctors will take the precautions they need to, and they'll screen the young little guy, for, every year until they feel like, it's safe to, do it once every year or every 2 years, or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was a one-off. I don't feel like it would, like, there was no close genetic, like your parents, they're showing highlighting your mom, so maybe on your mom's side there's a history, something there, but I don't feel like it's like consistent where it's like going to pass on to, like, the BRCA gene is what they're mentioning, so that's something to be tested for. So with this Ace of Spears, we have the Knight of Cups. So you get the strong masculine energy. It could be male or female. I have strong masculine energy, but coming out of here, out of the blue. So if it is in love, they're telling us they're saying stay committed, but also take your time. I feel like there'll be other players. They're saying many other players on the field, like on the table. But the thing is, you got to realize is that once you decide and you fixate your eyes on a relationship, it's like everybody comes out of the woodwork. All of a sudden, everybody wants a taste of the pie. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, take a step back and realize what reality is. We have the World. So as there's an ending, there's also a brand new beginning. So we're coming to the end of the year. This is the last full moon coming up on Thursday of the year. So it's just like with the World, they're promising of engagements and marriages. So we get that a lot this time of year. People getting married on New Year's Eve, getting married on Christmas Eve. So they're talking about marriages and engagements. I know someone particular in this situation, but also this could be like a commitment with work, commitment with a friendship. You know what I mean? We were talking about that yesterday, that reconnection with someone. We have the Two of Swords, so making a decision here how we move forward. But I feel like we're feeling, and this is where our shadow side, we're making our self-imposed prison with the Eight of Swords, where it's just like we feel like, we got to be barricaded. So it's like, watch how you sit there and move forward, because it's like, don't make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. Maybe you feel that way, guarded, because of this time of year triggers you with something. So it's like something we got to work on. It's like, are we going to let every single year for the rest of our lives be triggered by this certain event? Or are we going to sit there and say, you know what? That was a one-off event. I'm not going to let it define the rest of my life. But it's also, I understand where it's like heading into a relationship. Maybe you had a hard go of it. You cannot punish the next people after that, after this relationship, for someone else's mistakes. We have the Nine of Cups promising that your future is lining up beautifully. Gaining knowledge. So this is where we're thinking with our higher self. It's like, we have this fun Gemini, Sagittarius energy in the sky. But at the same time, we have to sit there and say, you know what? We got to think logically. This is where the Gemini, in the logical sense, Gemini is really carefree and everything, but they're also very intuitive. They're very, they're deep thinkers. You know what I mean? So it's very highly intelligent. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to sit there and realize it's just like, even though I feel this way, does not mean this is a permanent, solution. This doesn't mean I have to make permanent decisions. If you feel like you can't make a decision at that time, just sit there and be like, you know what? I'm going to wait a little bit. Procrastination a little bit, but I feel like it's thinking at the higher self. How can we sit there and get the ball moving at a temporary tempo without making a full commitment, so that way you can get yourself together? So the Ace of Spears, beginning, strive, desire, ideas, fertility. Fiery energy, inspiration, and communication are the gifts of the Ace. It is a great omen for success and new work, business, creative ventures, and travel. Clear purpose, drive, achieve your desires. As the wand is a symbol of male fertility, the card also shows starting a family. An additional meaning is commitment from a male partner. So it's just like, a lot of people are making commitments now. Males especially are waiting until they're in their 40s. They're waiting until they get to that point where it's just like, you know what? Yeah, I do want someone by my side. They may not necessarily want a family, but they, meaning like children, but it's like, they want that commitment. They want that person by their side. So we're heading into the Knight of Cups. So promise, ideas, and invitations. Romantic and idealistic, the knight may enchant you. So this card shows the possibilities of love. The knight is a lover and loves being the lover. Equally, you may project onto him or her the dreamy qualities you ideally want. Wait before you commit. Apply to a situation. There is a purpose. There is a proposal or an invitation for you, but assess carefully what is an offer. Maybe if someone talks out of both sides of their mouth. I remember I got offered something and I'm just like, we've already seen this song and dance before. No, thank you. You already showed me who you are, so move on. So completion, success, reward, integration, expansion. The world represents fulfillment and desire, success. This can be graduation, promotion, completion of a landmark creative project, or celebrating a key anniversary or birthday. In relationships and families, love flourishes and brings you joy. The card also heralds a time of expansion as the future plans take seed. So this is where you get those manifestations, those like things that you wanted to come in this year. It's like, just because we're near the end of the year, don't negate the fact, the possibility of that happening. Spiritually, the card suggests oneness with the world. Awards, gifts. So, they talk about like the full moon, how it can enhance your psychic ability. So like, we got that encouragement from the wild unknown. Go outside and find the sun. It's healing properties. You know what I mean? Let it burn up all the negativity in your life. Let it be that life force in your life. Let it heal you. You know what I mean? Get connected with nature. Go outside and find the moon. Yeah, it's a little colder out, but it's just like to see the force of the moon, how it pushes all the clouds aside and it commands the sky. It's just so, oh my gosh, you can see Jupiter, you can see Mars. It's beautiful. To see like where the different positions in the sky, how different ways it illuminates. It's really beautiful. So the Two of Swords, procrastination. So this time of year, a lot of us procrastinate on buying Christmas gifts. Thinking time, decisions. You may cross swords with an opponent or face a problem that cannot be easily resolved. The Two of Swords often is a card of procrastination. You're blinded as to which way to go forward. By all means, take time to time out to think, but decide a decision needs to be made, and soon. You need a workable solution, not a perfect one. So this time of year, it's like rent renewals or business contracts. Maybe you're thinking about moving forward. You know what I mean? It's just like, maybe they're asking for a commitment and you're not ready to commit. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like make a practical solution. Oh, maybe not this year, hon. Like, this has been a rough year, recovery from the past 2 years of lockdown. So let's wait the following year. You know what I mean? Because maybe you want to buy, the ring that they deserve or whatever. You know what I mean? But you know what? The way that I see it is you can always upgrade the ring. The ring is a symbolism of love. It should not just be what the relationship is valued on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a symbolism. I'd rather be loved unconditionally than have a freaking, $5.5 million ring on my hand. I could lose it. I could get, someone could chop my finger off for the ring. You know what I mean? God forbid. It doesn't mean anything. It's a symbolism. I'd rather have a unique ring, which I do have, which looks like a vampire's ring. It's got a ruby and it's got like skulls around it. And it like the skulls have, it's all cubic zirconia. Like, you know what I mean? But to me, I love that ring. You know what I mean? So it's just like, to me, it's like, that's what matters. I have a skull wedding band. You know what I mean? It's just the symbolism. My girlfriend's husband is a welder and he made her a ring. And I'm like, I would value that more than anything because his blood, sweat, and tears, it was his idea. It came from his mind and he made it into, you know what I mean? He brought it to life. That would mean more to me than anything. You know what I mean? Because it comes from the heart. So overthinking, restriction, capacity. The Eights of the Tarot card of restriction shows you hang by your thoughts. So this is where the shadow thoughts come in. Be wary that there is a Mercury retrograde starting. I'm going by with the date that I saw, the 23rd till I believe it's like the 15th. So everybody's going to be different. You know what I mean? Some people may go by the 1st of January. It depends, what dates you see. Follow your intuition. So meditate, get yourself grounded, get yourself rooted. You may feel forced or to fulfill an obligation or commit to an idea that isn't you, which may be may be self-imposed. See your situation from a different perspective, and you will see the route out. An additional meaning is hitting relationship roadblocks. So maybe I don't like that ultimatum. If we're not engaged by this time, it's like, oh my gosh, calm down. You know what I mean? What is the rush? You know what I mean? Like, I understand with women, it's like, we're not taught in, like, health class about, freezing your eggs and concentrating on your career, and you can have kids later on in life, We're not taught any of these things. You know what I mean? So it's just like, wait until you find the right person. You know what I mean? And sometimes even if they feel like you find the right person, they, especially in a long-term relationship, people change. You know what I mean? So, a season and a reason sometimes. So the Nine of Cups, wishes, rewards, happiness, sharing. The 9 is the Tarot's wish come true card. You not only manifest your desire, but you also get to enjoy it. It's a time of abundance, growth, and reward. Affection, laughter, and new connections as relationships and new ventures flourish. You share your rewards. All are welcome at your table. So what they were showing is someone wins, I don't know if it's the IWK house lottery or something like that. Someone wins some sort of something, and they end up sharing it with others. So it's a little extra, they say spicy Christmas, but so there's a little bit extra under the tree. You know what I mean? But I feel like at the same time, like they said, this is not money that's going to last forever, so be careful with it. You know what I mean? Maybe you get a work bonus you weren't expecting. Maybe you get gifts you weren't expecting. You know what I mean? Things that come in unexpectedly. And it's just like being grateful for, what you have and that blessing. You know what I mean? But do it wisely. Don't be like Santa Claus and give it all away. Then you're the new year like, oh, bugger. They're showing a date in January. They're showing the 15th. They're showing the 7th. So, they've been throwing out dates here. Write them down. I'm going to put them on my phone because I'll probably forget. But it's just like, keep those dates in mind and what happens around there, With us, it's like, they were saying like December 9th, around that date we got jewels, you know what I mean? So there's different things that you can come in, maybe big, maybe small, but either way, it's a blessing. Never negate the fact when they tell you a date. Write it down and see what happens around there. Sometimes it may be the following year. Who knows? Sometimes they don't show me the year. Sometimes they do. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, December the 8th, 2022. Happy full moon. May the universe bless you good. Don't forget about your manifestations and your petitions. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.